So if we look at this, we have here the life, money, and allied leadership up top here. So these are the axes of power for positive and for just generally space futures in general. Up here, Star Trek, Elysium, Garden Earth, those are positive because we are in charge. It's expanding human life, and in either scenario, Elysium or Garden Earth, we're either getting more money or more life expansion. So let's go into each one of those right now. Again, the most optimistic and expansive scenario is Star Trek, where the U.S. coalition, which means the U.S. and all the allies that work together in international partnerships, et cetera, retains leadership over the space domain and has introduced free world laws and process that have led to significant global, civil, commercial, and military expanse in space, and resulted in large revenue streams. Thousands of humans live or work in space at a variety of habitats across cislunar space, the moon, and Mars. So that's a lot. And they're definitely not, further in this report, they talk about the importance of having a long-term positive goal that the US and Americans need to reach for, something that has kind of been missing since, even before the space shuttle. Even the space shuttle was amazing technology, but we didn't really have a next step of where to go after the shuttle, and we retired it. So there really wasn't a plan. And once the shuttle was gone, we lost track of our progress in space. So I love that this report and how they're planning ahead is that we need that ultimate goal of what we're reaching for, and then all these other scenarios are where else we could lie in the possible futures. Now, Garden Earth is optimistic and expansive. The U.S. coalition retains leadership over space domain and has introduced free world laws and processes that have led to significant global, civil, commercial, and military expansion in space and resulted in large revenue streams. So that's good. Lots of space money. We've got a lot of expansion in space. But, and this is a really interesting scenario that, who knows, could be a sidestep of what we do, is that most processes, human presence is limited, and most of the processes of space and all of that stuff are controlled remotely or robotically. So in these scenarios, we're not really piloting the spacecraft and looks like even taking full advantage of it. It's just we've made it safe, we made it automated, and we benefit from a space economy and the fact that the U.S. has influenced the space economy in the beginning and the culture. Now, Elysium, which is optimistic and expansive, is listed as positive here. Now, obviously, if you think about the movie Elysium, if you take it directly from that, that may seem like an odd word choice there. But here, it's the same thing. U.S. coalition is in leadership. Same, significant changes in the expansion of space. Thousands of humans live or work in space in a variety of habitats. And here we're, again, cislunar space, the moon, and Mars. But the financial gains have not been seen. And that's actually kind of funny that they named it Elysium because, obviously there was that extreme disparagement of wealth from those in Elysium and those back on Earth. And then here, basically, commercial activity is basically there to sustain the communication and operations and being able to go from low Earth orbit to geostationary orbit and, keeping up communications with Mars, Moon, and everything else, Earth. That's Elysium. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was valuable for you. If you have any questions, again, comments below. Let's get the conversation started there. I've really been enjoying the conversation we'll be having. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Love talking about space. And of course, you can always follow us on Today in Space Pod on Instagram and Twitter, Today in Space Podcast Facebook page, and todayinspace.net is the website. You can find everything there. You can also follow us on AG with 3D printing at AG 3D printing on Instagram and Twitter. You can see what we're doing and you see what we're 3D printing, learn about 3D printing from home. And if you really do want to get something 3D printed, you can come to ag3d-printing.com and reach out to us and we'll help you get something 3D printed. Whether we need to help you design it, whether you have a model you already want to get done, you just need it 3D printed, we've got you covered. So check us out. Let us know you listen to the podcast and we'll give you guys a discount as a thank you for listening. And that does it for this week's episode of Today in Space. Thank you for following us. Spread the word. Tell everybody if they're even slightly interested in space, join in. Look, if you listen to one episode a month, I'm happy. But we're here every week for you. So spread the word. Let's help spread some science, spread some love, and have a great week. And we'll see you next time for the next episode of Today in Space.